Hey everybody, it is Kyle here with Unboxed Autos, and today I'm really excited to show you guys the vehicle behind me, and that would be the all-new 2023 GMC Canyon. And behind us is the AT4 model, and so we're going to go ahead and get started, give a full walk around and check it out. The Canyon has been fully redesigned from the ground up. Right here we are looking at the AT4 model. This is going to be the more off-road focused model in the lineup. There's also the AT4X, which takes it really to an extreme in terms of off-road capabilities. And then below this, we have the Elevation model, which is going to be your more entry level. And then above the AT4X, you're going to be looking at the Denali model. But you know, in terms of this specific one, the AT4, I think they did a phenomenal job in terms of styling, making it stand out amongst the lineup. It's still extremely capable off-road. And we have right here, straight from the factory, we have these Wrangler mud terrain tires. These guys right here are very aggressive in terms of the tread pattern for off-road capability, so it's going to be able just to go straight to the trails. If that's what you want to do, it'd be really, really easy in this vehicle. We also have e-lockers and things of that nature for off-road capabilities, which is really fantastic. Now, in terms of the styling here, really looks really good. I think it fits much better into their style lineup. It incorporates some nice cues here on the side there in terms of the headlight design, front grille, very large front grille, big slats here for the air intake, so plenty of airflow right there. We also have a front view camera, great camera views. GMC always does an excellent job in terms of their infotainment system and all the different camera views. We'll show you more of that inside, of course. But in terms of, you know, lighting styling, right here we have the front LED daytime running light accent. That looks really nice. We, of course, right here as well have the headlight and then another little accent light right there. We have the red tow hooks, nice little accent coloring down there in the front bumper. As you guys can see, we have the two-tone wheels, so you get a nice little bit of color accent right here. So it's a nice machine face, very smooth, very nice, very nice. So yeah, cool little thing there. And we also have, of course, AT4 right there in the door panel. We also have a little bit of a side flare on the bumpers, and that, you know, does give it a little bit more of an aggressive truck, you know, off-road look, especially, you know, again, paired with these wheels and tires. Looks really good. In terms of functionality, I really like this side step here. So if we're putting something up in the bed here, really easy to do that. Bicycles, kayaks, things of that nature. There's also a lot of tie down points here in the bed, so, you know, again, whatever you're hauling around will be pretty easy to find an anchor point, which is great. But yeah, you know, in terms of the design, again, I think it finally really feels like a much more bold truck than before. It's definitely a lot more aggressive in terms of design. I think that's a good thing, especially the AT4 model. Looks really good. Definitely looks like it's, you know, able and capable to tackle some off-road trails. Now, regardless of trim level, whether you go for the Elevation, the AT4, the AT4X, or the Denali, they all end up with the same high output 2.7 liter turbocharged engine that produces 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. So plenty of pep, plenty of power for whatever you might need. And you know, I'm sure it'll be quite peppy. And you know, just given the numbers and the weight of this vehicle, should be quite nice. Go ahead, step inside. First thing that we're going to notice is that we do have a keyless entry. So you need a lock, you press, unlock, also press. I like that for this particular application, just because it's nice, you know, if you have mud or rain or anything like that, it's not sensor based, so it's button based, which is a little bit better in terms of functionality for a truck, in my opinion. In terms of interior styling, I definitely like it. It's been upgraded quite significantly. I'm just, you know, first looking at, you know, this here in terms of the door panel. We have this accent trim right here. We have this plastic trim right here. Nice leather in here. Good stitching, nice contrast stitching. I think it blends nicely with the rest of the interior. We have the auto window controls here, of course, door handle. Two different settings, save settings for the seats. In terms of the seats themselves here, we have a really neat, again, contrast that we see here. The contrast is also done here within the seat itself, not just the piping on the sides and the stitching. We also have AT4 right here, emblem put there in the seat. It looks really cool. Yeah, so I think it really does give a nice feeling to the truck. In terms of the interior displays here, really like these. They look really good. I will go ahead and switch it on here for a second so we can take a look here. We're going to start the vehicle here. All right. Turn this off there for a minute. But yeah, so I do like the display here. It's a fully digital display here on this one. We have, different trip information, things like that. And then there's plenty of, functionality here within the steering wheel buttons. So, if we want to change how it looks and change the different settings, we can do that easily just by, presses of a few buttons. I also like this particular view as a tachometer view front and center. Gives you your transmission temperature, things like that. So that's pretty neat. Cruise control functionality over here. Of course, phone controls, heated steering wheel. Obviously, this is a leather-wrapped steering wheel with, again, we have that accent stitching. GMC emblem or logo right here in the center, accompanied by this silver trim. Blinkers right here, windshield washer. I do, again, think the styling is really on point. If you want to take a look at how the front is designed there on the front headlight housing, it kind of has a similar design to this right here, so that's a cool touch. We also have heated and cooled seats here on this particular model. This is really a luxury truck, to be honest with you guys. The AT4 by the GMC AT4 Canyon really is, it's a luxury truck. And you can tell that by a lot of the nice materials that they're using here on the inside. Definitely give it an upscale feel for sure. We have here the 4 high, 4 low, 2-wheel drive, so the rear wheel drive. There's also an auto mode, and then there's different modes. There's off-road mode, there's normal mode, there's terrain mode, tow haul mode, and then back to off-road mode. In the AT4X, we get some additional functionality there as well. But yeah, the gear shifter right there. And yeah, guys, so I think, overall, it's a nice packaging here on the all-new 2023 GMC Canyon AT4. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little video, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. And next time, I'm Kyle from Unboxed Autos.